Headed by the matriarchal Mother Goose, the orphanage sends its hunters out into the world to fight back against the nefarious will of fairy tale creatures. No longer fairy tales, these supernatural situations that unsuspecting normies find themselves dealing with needed managing. Thus, the shoe was built. While the shoe has its own mysteries about it, the citizens that reside inside range from kids given up at birth to oddly named leprechauns to recently developing plague victims of some mysterious phosphorescent dust. The shoe houses all who have experienced the Fae, an attempt to manage the numbers by training those fae-touched individuals to fight back, or at the very least, protect themselves from it. A fresh out of the boot band of orphans have their first mission, delivered to Mother Goose by missive in the night. The letter, summarized for time, reads, by order of King Darrius, requests the orphanage's finest to handle some fairy tale bullshit. Is it coincidence or is it fate? It's time to fight all things evil. A carriage bursts out of the boot. Two ducks pulling a cart carrying three orphans, quote unquote orphans. Whether they have parents, it's hard to tell, but inside they are preparing for their recent mission. The letter is being held by Hansel. No, not that one. This is Hansel with two A's. And he's kind of their de facto leader, hoping to train the new recruits on this recent mission. So, Hansel, you have a note in front of you. You know what the mission is, but to kind of better train these people, these new initiates, you may want to keep it a secret, or you may want to tell them.
He's going to read it out loud. Not say the whole thing, but he's essentially going to you all are going to see Hansel sitting there in the chair. He's facing kind of in the middle of the bench. He's got his weapon to his side. He's got his helmet off on the chair next to him. He's holding this letter with both hands. And now you two. This is a letter of request from a client. You may notice, as he's going to hold it up kind of open so everyone can see it, it is unremarkably unhelpful.
It's written in very fancy cursive, hard to read. Maybe Mother Goose had to read it to you a few times, but you got the gist of it.
Essentially, what this says in too many words is, "Oh, my castle is very nice. Oh, my wife is dead. And there is nothing else really there to assist us with that." He talks about his marriage, his upcoming marriage after potentially this creature's defeat, but the creature itself is described next to nil and somewhere between nil and not at all. There is marks here of, quote, shadows moving within the minds of his people, but that could be more flowery speech, things that I honestly do not have time for. So, first order of business is going to be get in, get some questions asked, and try to figure out what we're actually fighting. Any questions?
So are we gonna bring him a present considering his basically dead individual / person that he's marrying / situation that he's going through? I feel like anyone in that situation needs a present.
A little pick me up.
Possibly some vegan cupcakes. I think that's a priority.
You have baking supplies in this carriage?
We do not.
There are baking supplies everywhere.
He wipes sweat off his brow.
All you have to do is put your mind to it.
Fine.
Who's driving the carriage?
That would have been such a fire hazard.
I would assume Seymour would be.
So Raven is Seymour. They're driving the carriage, led by two ducks. If you listen to our Patreon episode, you will get well acquainted with these ducks. But for now, they aren't going to play a big part.
No.
But their names are Duck, Goose.
So on your way out of the orphanage, out the boot, you drive past an impression near the grounds, and this impression is familiar to Hansel and maybe Seymour too. It's of the giant that Jack slain, or the giant that Jack and his beanstalk caused tumbling down.
Lame.
Its death happened outside of this orphanage. So it's kind of got a little bit of a landmark to it
Mm-hmm.
in the shape of like a chalk outline of a giant. So you guys are heading out to this kingdom.
As we pass, Hansel is just going to. He's going to wish he had a pipe to light. He does not smoke, but right now he wish he did. That's still a sore spot in his old case.
So upon arriving to the town of Lochville, the castle that you guys are slowly coming into view of, it's surrounded by a haze of fog. It sits upon a lake, and approaching it is a cobblestone bridge. The castle is grand. It requires a small track on a cobblestone bridge to reach its gate, which is then lowered by the castle guard upon seeing your approaching carriage. Maybe like you have a light that approaches in the dense fog. The castle features tall walls and a tower that looks over the sleepy town. The king is awaiting your arrival in the main hall. The ducks bring the carriage around to the front, and maybe one of the guardsmen sees the two ducks and kind of reins them in a little bit. Ducks are the modern form of travel here instead of horses. Actually, swans are the modern form of travel here. Ducks are more like the workhorses, quote unquote.
Work vows.
Duck is kind of more of the energetic one, and Goose is the chill one.
Yeah.
Enough about the ducks. You got a mystery to solve.
I want to try and see if I have anything equivalent to a piece of candy or chocolate in
Well,
any of my items. Because I know I
as-
have preparedness. That I
Yes,
take
as
with.
a expert, you have a move called preparedness. And so when you need something unusual or rare, you can roll sharp. And on a 10 plus, you have it. 7 to 9, you know where to get it. And on a miss, you know where it is, but it's somewhere real bad.
Oh dear. Okay. I just got my okay. Give us a go. I have a set plus sharp.
Yep.
I have an 11.
All right. You have a piece of candy. Maybe it's like
Chocolate
you know
bar.
those
Cool.
little strawberry candies that you'd get at your grandmom's.
Oh, yeah, those are good
Yeah.
candies.
Yeah. That's my gift to the king. For like, sorry.
A single
Going through all
strawberry,
this.
a gumdrop almost.
Yeah.
So, anyone else want to do anything? You have this castle grounds, and
Is there like a porter or like any guards outside that I can see?
yeah. There's the ones that are trying to take the ducks to their.
Right, but like I was saying, like, is there anyone like trying to address us specifically, or are they just going for our animals?
Oh yeah, there's a man standing up by the gate, waiting for you guys to approach. But
So
you
I'm
can
gonna-
get like a general lay of the land here. Ask me questions if you want.
So this castle, like, what are we looking at? Is this like got a moat situation? Is it like up on a cliff? Or is it like just like on regular flat ground?
It's more like a sequestered island.
Ooh, cool.
Following along that cobblestone path brings you out to this isle that the castle sits upon.
Okay. I'm going to get out. You know, step forward. Get my helmet under my arm. Have my weapon and braced against my chest, and I will like put his feet together and it's like, hark! We are here from the orphanage. We've been requested by the king.
Yes, the king will see you now. And he opens the doors. He opens the double doors inward, and they creak open. And the king is standing on the long carpet leading over to his throne.
I gesture over to Seymour and Lavender, and I'm going to say, "Come with me, with me."
You must be the ones from the orphanage.
We are,
I
yes.
I hope the fabled Mother Goose has sent her finest. Let's see what we got here. And he kind of looks you over. He's like, okay, a capable knight, botanist, and a baker. Okay.
I'm sure you
He-
were the best in our fields.
He pinches his brow and he's like, well, if
I have a gift actually. I'm
If
gonna like
she-
dip into my pocket.
if she
and be
thinks
like,
this will work, and you hand a gift, you do it rather quickly, and the man at arms kind of like grabs your wrist real quick, and the king, he says, "Oh, it's okay. Let's see what you got here. Down, boy." And he holds his hand out and you drop it in his hand, and he's like, "Thank you."
you could always use something.
He
a little bit
he passes it off
perfect.
to a servant. So I'll see that my men take your effects to your room and your rooms. I'm sure you don't all want to be together. For the week that you are staying here, we'll see that you're taken care of. Please, from the note that I gave you, I would like for you to keep it a secret, but handle it swiftly, as to not cause any more ruckus.
I'm going to nod to him, and I'm going to say, we will require some more information on the recent proceedings. Is there a place we can speak in private?
I have a lot to plan for in the next few weeks. Why don't you speak to my associate here? He gestures over to that servant that took the candy.
Mhm.
He says, Alphonse, my butler, he'll help you out. Wherever you need. If you need anything, just ring. But I will be in my quarters, taking care of my kingdom. And planning for a wedding.
As you do, sir.
So soon.
Yes,
I'll-
it may be soon, but these things, they need to be taken care of. To have another heir is important in my line of work.
Understandable.
Completely understandable.
So he shuffles off, and Alphonse is standing there. Would you like to speak to him? Or
I was going to say, Alphonse. Hello. My name is Hansel. No, not that one.
Hello.
These are my
Hansel.
associates.
Hello, associates.
Hello.
Hi.
How can I help you?
We need to know more information about the situation that's been happening here within the walls of the castle.
It is a terrible fate to befall Marguerite. Something beneath the castle has taken her.
So, is she known to be deceased?
Oh, dead. Yes, very dead.
Okay. You found her dead?
It's the opposite.
The
We found her alive.
Please let me speak. Several guards have went
was out of
to
character.
find her, and they were. I don't know who you're talking to, sir.
no.
Several guards have went to find her in the catacombs, but she is yet to be found, and those guards have yet to return.
So there's still a chance.
It's been a week.
Oh, well, most people like.
Not
they
in
live
like
for,
the
like,
metaphorical sense. It literally
Oh.
has been a week.
Oh, that's fast. That's not a lot of time at all. Like a year. A year is a long time. 6 months. It's also a long time. Like I'm gonna lean over to Seymour and be like, "Is that?" I think it's suspicious. I think that's.
Son, I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Well, you gotta
Oh, yeah,
actually
yeah,
speak.
you-
You can't
Oh.
actually whisper.
Yeah.
Just say like,
yeah,
in a
right.
whisper, I say this to Seymour.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more. That's in a whisper. I say to Seymour, like a week. A week is not like a long time, right? To look for someone who's like assumed dead, or is that just me?
It's
No,
not-
and as
It's not a short amount of time, but it's not long either.
and it's not enough time to mourn our
Or
beloved
remarry,
queen.
but
Yes. This is also coming from a place for Seymour very emotionally trying to keep it in because he has lost his fiance. So it maybe it's hitting a sore spot for him.
Oh, poor buddy.
Mhm.
He's not going to say it, but you may be
Mhm.
able to see it in his
Oh, Hansel has some thoughts right now that he is keeping to himself. There will be words later when we are in our bunks.
We're going to be
Is-
yapping for sure.
But he's going to speak. So, if I'm understanding the situation, you have not encountered any creature, but someone has entered an area below the castle. Is this a catacomb, a
Catacombs,
dungeon?
yes.
Are these naturally formed? Are these something built into the castle?
They've been built, but it goes deeper.
Hmm. And so, if I'm understanding this, several soldiers as well as Marguerite have entered, and no one has exited. Correct?
He shakes his head, yes.
And finally, has anyone outside of the catacombs gone missing?
Yes, there has been an innocent man, the local cobbler.
Cobbler.
And
His
where was
name-
he at his last appearance?
He shrugs. Just
So he's just missing from the village. Did he
Yeah.
visit the castle?
word is that he went missing in the night.
Hmm. So
His
potentially,
wife, however, is still alive.
he's going to write that down on his clipboard that he has. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm on game rules of this game. Am I allowed to say he has a clipboard?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, he's going to write down cobbler's wife alive, possible lead. But for all we know at this point, these people going down to the catacombs could have slipped and fallen. They could have been affected by some sort of underground gas leak, and this cobbler could be unrelated.
Well, it is not my place to question the king, only to get his wishes.
he trails off.
He is going to barely suppress. Typical.
I will lead you to your rooms.
If you have any other questions, you can ask on the way.
That's about all he has.
Ladies,
He's done this song and dance before. No one knew anything.
Madam, this will
concrete.
be your quarters.
Lavender, chamomile haze. He points to a room across the hall.
And gentlemen, this will be yours.
Another room.
Thank you.
Thank
Hmm.
you.
I'm going to pause for a second. Could we potentially move a bunk into this room? I'm not sure how I feel about our newest recruit being alone in a castle that potentially has a hostile entity inside of it.
This hallway is attached to the princess's quarters, so there are some guards posted at the entrance and exits.
Guards that could not protect your queen.
In the catacombs, correct. But here in the princess's quarters, that is a little off to the side, very far away from the catacombs, they are the best.
Yeah, Lavender, how do you
I-
feel about this?
I am totally down for a sleepover as long as we can tell each other stories before bed.
Stories are nice, but I do have a question. Why was the queen in the catacombs? I thought she was taken to them.
That's why you are here, to figure that out.
Okay.
He is keeping a very calm face. There is a slight vein bulging on his head.
It's only episode 1, man. You might
He's
want to hold off.
high-strung.
You might, yeah.
He's high-strong.
You gotta. This is all part of it, man. You won't get a lot of information right at the top until you start rolling for answers.
Yeah.
He's all right. We'll see more.
You go to your rooms.
Yes.
Seymour and Hansel in theirs, and Lavender in theirs. It's across the hall, but close enough to get to each other in a moment's notice. All of your shit is in your rooms. All your weapons, gear, everything except Lavender's books, things that would be in her what do you call it? The safe house. Part of the character that Lavender is playing has the expert. The expert has a haven, but the haven is your carriage. it will have all of those amenities attached to it. So if you need anything from your haven, you can go down to the carriage and get it.
All right.
So proceed.
Roughly what time of day is this?
Morning.
Okay, so it's okay. So we're not sleeping right now. And you're
Lord.
Hansel's gonna kind of run his hand through his beginning to gray hair. And he's just gonna say, "Typical royalty." Well, we won't learn anything sitting in here, will we?
Nope, I'm ready to explore.
We cannot put out the. He's gonna kind of go into a lower whisper. We cannot put out the possibility of treachery, but by internal forces. Be careful.
Lavender, your room is it's massive. It's the biggest thing you've ever. It's like royalty treatment in here. You've been left to your own devices in what is called the princess's quarters. So maybe that resonates with you a little bit. You have a very large room with a big stained glass window that looks out over the courtyard. And they were put onto the opposite side where it's more facing the town.
Mm-hmm.
But you
Classic
can see
royal apartment.
Yeah, she's got the royal apartment.
Nice.
If there is a princess aboard, that means Marguerite had a daughter. She may also be a source of leads. Would you tell me, what do you think would be the better lead? The princess or the cobbler's wife?
Why not both?
Oh, by all means we can do both, but
I would assume starting in the castle first might, like we start from in then work our way out, might help.
He's gonna smile and nod. Good instinct,
Smile and
Seymour.
wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Well, no, Seymour's still somewhat new to this. He was seeing if his instincts were on point, and they were. I'm gonna knock on Lavender's door.
Lavender is at this point testing the springiness of a bed. She's never seen a room this big before, so she is indeed jumping on the bed when you knock on the door. Come in! And she's gonna like have
gonna
you
be out of
come
breath.
Yeah, just from jumping up and down. I was testing the bed.
Yeah, why don't you try? Let's roll an act under pressure for you. Why don't you try that? See how well you can land this bed jumping.
Okay. All right. Act under pressure.
It is plus cool, so you roll 2d6 and add your cool.
How cool are you?
She's
I
one
have.
cool.
I have a 9.
Wow.
No, that's very cool.
It is very cool. So it's a mixed success. You succeed in jumping on your bed, but you are out of breath as you dismount the bed.
Mm-hmm. So, do we have a plan? I like plans.
We're going
think
to. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I think we're going to talk to the princess and some of the people who live here in the castle first, just to get some more information that we couldn't get from the butler and king, and then go to the cobbler's wife and maybe some of the other townsfolk. Right?
Sounds like a plan. We also, hear me out. We also should get a bouquet for the king, like a mourning bouquet. We should get some of those flowers that symbolize loss and give it to him. See how he reacts. Most people would be very happy to get a mourning bouquet. Gauge his reaction.
Would they?
Not happy.
Maybe
oh my gosh!
grateful?
Thank you for giving me this bouquet for mourning my loved one.
Well, there
I'm
is
a little sad.
there's a courtyard, plenty of flowers that you observed from your room.
Yeah. So I think maybe let's talk to the princess and then go pick flowers to give to the king. It's strategic planning.
And he's go. As you do this, fair warning. Remember Rule 37 of Miles Bunting's 1001 Rules for Monster Hunting.
I don't remember.
He's going to bring out the book.
37.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yes.
ahead.
Oh. Sometimes men can be a monster too.
That's only 37? I think I would be a little higher up on the rules.
I know what the first
Yeah.
few are, but I'm not going to say them until they come up.
Well, let's.
Also,
I'm
there's
30
1,001 rules, so,
Yeah. I guess 37 is high in the rankings of 1,001. So, like, top 100 is the more
Exactly.
important rules.
Yes, the top 5 I do have ready, but we'll get there
Alright.
when we get there.
And maybe Lavender and Seymour can know some of the lesser rules too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
From our studies. Hey,
All
stop.
right, so while we're in this hallway, do you see any guards around, or
There should be plenty of there should be plenty of guards.
Yeah,
Like, that's what-
there's 2 posted at either end of the hall.
do we have like badges or any sort of like writ of like monster hunting or anything like that with us? To like any sort of badge
No.
of office?
No,
Damn.
but they know that there's 3 people in here that look like a baker, a botanist, and a badass. So
I'll say that. Let's say Seymour's armor. You know, I imagine he's got like kind of like one of those like those cloth things that like not actually no he wouldn't have that. You know those like little shields that are kind of like around over like the heart area that you see on some suits of armor.
Sure.
I imagine he's got one of those. It's got like kind of a I don't know. I'm showing you this because it's just a T-shirt, but
You have
He's-
your quote unquote shining armor that you.
yes. But imagine
that you
it's
can
got like kind of like
describe.
a red coat of arms on there. It's got a kind of a goose wrapped around an egg.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's-
Like the HAL logo for all of Kirby games. Look it up. You know,
I know
what
you're
it
talking about
is.
the dog with eggs. I know what
Yeah,
the
the
dog,
dog
with
with
eggs.
eggs.
But anyway,
that's a deep pull right there.
oh no, it was in my brain now. But anyway, he's going to just like you, sir.
Yes.
We are taking statements from people around the castle. Is the princess available to speak at the moment?
Yeah, she's on the north end of the hall. Speak to the guards on the north end, please.
I guess we go do that.
No men allowed until wedding day.
Oh,
They kind of do
Do
that.
they- wait, do they actually say
the
that?
Cross spears. Yeah, they cross their spears in front of her door, and they say no visitors until wedding day. Especially men.
What?
Could perhaps my associate here in my point of Lavender speak to her woman to woman?
A lady in waiting, I guess.
Lavender's gonna do like a demure, just kind of like hair flip, and then bat her eyelashes innocently to appear as not like a threat.
They say, were you the 3 hired to find the creature in the catacombs?
yes.
I nod.
This is not the catacombs.
We're getting statements from everyone to better understand what is happening.
Well, no visitors until wedding day.
What if we meet in a more public area of the castle with the princess and other people, not just the princess?
Do you want to roll?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
That's like a manipulate someone. You want to
Dice.
you want to meet in a more public area.
Yes.
Is it bad?
Yeah.
No.
So it is 5.
They are resolute in their response. Absolutely not. No visitors until
Um,
wedding day.
Lavender is gonna take the reins and be like, walk up to the guard and be, so you don't have a mom or a sister, obviously, and
They
you
kind
just
of
want this wedding to
slam
go.
the doors in front of you guys.
No,
There's that failing horribly like that will cost you.
no.
Yeah. Well, I should have asked you guys to help out.
Yeah.
And maybe no, it actually wouldn't have worked. Never mind. It would only go up by 1 point.
So getting to the princess down this way is impossible, or at least improbable. The guards are not around to see you guys any longer, except the ones on the southern end. But this is just a grand hallway with multiple rooms on the sides. These are just like family rooms, I guess, like where If family were to come, they would be housed in this hall. But at the end of it is the princess's quarters.
Okay, so I imagine the queen and the king's chamber are the same chambers. So we wouldn't have like a queen's chamber to investigate.
Lavender is staying in the princess suite. I would like to see if I could possibly roll to see if I could find go back to the room and see if I could find like one of those like hidden doors that like
Hidden
are
or
in
included.
Royal.
Yeah.
I like it.
What's it? Servants.
Servants, yeah, Majigit.
Raven, you know what those are? Those thingies.
Servant quarters
passageways.
or passageways, yeah.
Yeah,
The
those.
servants passageways through the bedroom that I'm staying in.
All right.
I can't believe our first quest is going to have to put one of us in a maid outfit this quickly.
You don't necessarily have to, but
So should I roll in to
investigate.
a mystery
Mm,
to check the doors, the walls for like secret doors?
Oh wait, no, I think it would be act under pressure, right?
it would be acting under pressure to like use them. I guess you can ask a question with investigate a mystery. Are there any servant passageways to in this type of castle? And then I can be honest with you, and then if you find them, I can say yes.
Okay.
So roll investigate a mystery to search for or to ask that question.
Okay.
Dice.
Oh gosh, I got a 7.
Huh. So a general question, are there there are servant passageways around, but there's none that lead into the princess's quarters. So it'd be more like in between the common rooms, there are servant passageways. You know that they are around, but you don't see them actively.
Knowing this information, I want to kind of tell Seymour we could possibly get into another room that leads into the hallway where they've closed us off and just, sneak down the hallway and talk to the princess ourselves.
Maybe. I think we could do that.
Could I investigate a mystery to like kind of get I want to try and take like stock of what I've seen from the guards, from the size of the castle. Investigate a mystery. Do I ask the question now?
Well, you could do either or. You can
Because I want to try to surmise like how much staff do they really have at this castle?
Okay, so just like a general question about how well kept this castle is.
How well staffed specifically? I'm trying to figure out like, does everyone know everyone kind of thing, or is this a thing where it's just like, oh, you're from the West Wing, I haven't seen you before,
Okay. Yeah, you can roll.
I think you see where I'm going with this, but
yeah.
I got a what's our investigate mystery? That's plus what?
Sharp.
Plus sharp. How sharp am I? I forgot.
1.
I think he's slightly sharp. Okay, so that is an 11.
11. So yeah, you can ask me. Well, I guess that's a success, right, Raven?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you can ask me a very specific question. You want to know how well people know each other in this castle? This castle is like a tight-knit family. Everyone knows everyone. The queen dying was like everyone lost their mother. And the town feels similarly. However, people who like just general people that die out in the town, the people in the castle don't quite care about it as much as, the cobbler's wife. She cares heavily about her losing her husband, but also heavily about the queen dying because she was such a fair maiden. The beautifulest in all of the kingdom.
Mirror, mirror on the wall and all that. Let's see.
Did that answer your question, or
do
you want a little bit more info?
No, that was perfect.
Okay.
I got the information I wanted to.
So one of your leads is blocked off right now. You want to go try a different one?
Yeah, see, there's other. There's other people in the castle. I think problem is I don't know anyone specifically. but I feel like that we could speak to some of the servants, maybe like the other, yeah, like the queen had handmaidens, of course.
Mhm.
Do I see any like maids or butlers or like hands people walking around other than the one we spoke to before?
Alphonse, he's like the head butler, but there's other
And
butlers and maids all around. So you can just pull one off the wall and talk to it.
yeah, that's what I was asking. Mhm. Excuse me, you there? And I'm just
You.
going to point to the nearest servant of some sort.
Mm-hmm. She's got like a silver tray walking around with it. Yes.
Hello, ma'am. I am with
Hello.
Mother Goose's orphanage. I'm wondering,
She bows.
Queen
curtsies.
Marguerite, huh?
She curtsies a little bit. Yeah.
With
Queen
their
Marguerite, did she have any personal handmaidens that I could potentially speak to?
No, we're all handmaidens to Marguerite and Martha.
It's good to know. Excellent.
So, has anything you want to know, I can ask, or you can ask, but I don't know
Tell
if I
me.
can answer everything, sir.
Would you know perhaps why she would enter the catacombs?
Probably to take care of whatever's down there herself. She's very, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Noble?
nightly.
No.
It's the dinosaur.
She's a very self-sufficient woman. If she can do it herself, she will.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating.
Nothing a little darkness can't scare our queen.
Mm-hmm.
So that just makes me think there's still a chance.
Still a
Even
chance.
more. It's like starting to solidify more.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking about going down there, are you?
That was what we were hired to do.
Oh, right, but not right now.
Not without proper information.
It's the Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
Yes, it's Sunday. Why not wait until tomorrow?
I'm
That is if you're planning on going down there anyway. I don't want to lead you down there.
Okay.
Something about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. She kind of walks away.
Mhm.
She starts with her tray, picks it up.
That was a little odd.
That was, but somewhat helpful. Got some information out of that at least.
Yeah.
What does it having to what does the Lord's Day have to do with going down to the catacombs? Don't people normally visit graves on
Yeah.
Sundays?
I think she was more concerned that we were working on that day.
But she is.
Well, exactly. And like, wouldn't
Which-
any day
yeah, that-
be
that-
a good
that
day
was
to
odd.
find a missing monarch? Like, I would think that would take more importance than tradition.
Mhm. Now I'm wondering, could I kind of get a read on her at all? Like if she was being full, would it be possible to like kind of analyze what happened and see if like maybe she was being a little dishonest with us, or maybe she had ulterior motives?
I guess that would be.
Read a bad situation? Or
No, that's like if you're about to go into a bad situation, you would read a bad
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
can
what we're
investigate a mystery.
Yeah.
Ask if she was being honest.
Yeah, like was she being honest, or like I'm also like wondering if I was getting the vibe that like maybe she doesn't want her to be found. I got another 11.
Oh, yeah. She's being
Lucky
honest with you.
dice.
She really is kind of just a hand here to take care of the king and queen.
Okay. Well, I didn't get like the vibe that like
Post-humanist.
maybe she was happy she was gone.
No, it was just me smiling because it's
Okay.
funny to think about.
Fair enough.
So yeah, that does kind of give the false sense. But since you asked,
I'm kind of concerned I'm using my good rolls and stuff that's not very helpful.
I'll try to give you something helpful though. She
That's all right.
is wearing like what you think a maid would be wearing.
Mm-hmm.
So like the black dress and the white trim with the apron.
Yeah, classic.
The classic maid look.
Mm-hmm.
And that is important to note.
Interesting.
I
Well,
knew it.
Perhaps she's not wearing the same outfit as everyone else. That is.
Oh, is she?
You
Are the
haven't
other servants
seen.
dressed like her?
You have seen other maids dressed like her. Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Drat. There goes that angle. Huh.
Well, since we kind of hit a tiny bit of a stone wall with getting to the princess,
I'm trying to think if
Wait.
there's any other like people we might want to talk to in the castle.
the king said that he would be in his study for like the rest of the day. We could try and see what information we could get out of him by
He also
like,
said not to
attract-
bother him.
Yeah, he's got a wedding to plan.
Who is he wedding? Do we know?
No, you don't know.
It's like,
Mhm.
wait, guard. The king says he has a wedding to plan. Who exactly is he marrying?
The guard looks at you and he asks, "Aren't you supposed to find a monster rather than worry about the king's affairs? We hired you to find the creature in the catacombs, not ask questions about the king's marriage."
Aren't the king's affairs the countries and kingdoms' affairs?
After this week, it will be.
Mm.
I mean, we have lives outside of this, don't we? I'm just curious.
Also, this is something that was normally said prior to the wedding, who the next queen would be, like the next royal.
Like, how do I know I'm not going to suddenly change what kingdom I'm a subject of?
Do you-
I don't think that's going to be
Do you
it.
want to change sub? Yeah,
No.
It's like the orphanage is all over the place.
I know. No, he's
so-
saying he's being slightly dishonest right now.
Yeah, but the guards are like, we could have hired any other orphans, but the mother goose at your place had to send you 3.
Oh no.
At this point, team,
Huddle.
look up.
Everyone
Yeah.
huddle.
We're gonna go
Huddle, huddle.
huddle around. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone get your heads in.
Mhm.
He's like, there's
Oh,
certainly a wall of secrecy around this.
Definitely huge wall.
At this point, we seem to have not a lot of leads on what's actually down there. Perhaps it's time to speak with the cobbler's wife.
I agree. I don't think we're getting anywhere in the castle.
I also agree.
It's morning still.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Um,
want to walk?
Lexi, wait, before we
What?
go, would I need someone to show me where the entrance of the catacombs are, or could I just walk there?
Oh, you can walk there.
Okay, I would like to go see the entrance to the catacombs.
All right, and it takes you down outside of the main gate.
Mhm.
Sorry, to the main courtyard. This is where the room that Seymour and Hansel would be overlooking, and to the main gate. And next to the main gate is a kind of like a doorway that you guys can walk down, and through that doorway is a spiral staircase down to the catacombs. And once you get down the spiral staircase, it's another semi-long hallway with another doorway and more stairs down, and a big LED sign that says catacombs.
Nice.
Some sort of enchantment.
No, it's not. It's a sign
know,
on
I
the
know.
wall that says catacombs. It's on LED.
I would like to investigate and look around for like claw marks or like perhaps some sort of residue or any sort of like monster evidence in this area,
In this hallway, no.
or like the area around the catacombs. You know, like
I guess you can investigate a mystery then.
yeah, keep doing that. Jesus Christ! Okay, I'm rolling 13 double
Never-
sixes.
Never fail.
I'm concerned now. Something bad's gonna happen. The bad roll's
Oh.
gonna catch up to me.
You could smell.
Stays win.
You could smell something in the air, and it's hard to place the scent, but from maybe your knowledge of fairy tale creatures, it's got like a little sour apple taste to it. Like if you had to
Here.
have a mouthful of sour apple Jolly Ranchers. I guess it's just apple Jolly
The air
Ranchers.
is delicious.
Which I think you did mention earlier that it could have been a gas leak.
Mm.
Would I
Um,
know of anything that smells like sour apples?
That would probably be another roll that you'd have to try to do.
Well, let's risk it for biscuit. Why not? 9.
No.
They're getting lower.
This is investigate a mystery, right? Do
Mhm.
you know a creature that has the
That would be
scent
associated
of
with
sour
smell.
apples?
Mhm.
Based on how you're investigating. So you're just like going back through your mind. A lot of creatures have a alluring scent to them.
Rule 671. Apples are often associated with evil.
Eat the right side of the apple. So you know a certain genus of species that have this type of scent to them, and it's a lizard. It's a type of lizard. Maybe you can get a little bit more information by narrowing it down using some fairy tale. Where is it? Lore. But
I, as a human being, don't know that, but we do have access to weird tech gadgets.
And Lavender has the Haven that has a lore library available.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Lavender.
Yes.
There's a particularly reptilian scent in the air. We've seen this before. Not quite. Can't quite place it.
And well, that seems like information. Wait, I don't think I would know that. I guess we could go to my library and see what this possible lizardy scent could be on our way to the cobbler.
Reference books.
All
One
right,
of the
so
Lord's great gifts to mankind.
You get to your haven, and we'll let Lavender pour over the books. They get into the carriage and flip open one of the seats, and a bunch of books pop out like a small library, and they are looking over the books.
I mean, I'm gonna do that thing where like I have no way to actually contribute to this, so I'm just gonna stand with my arms crossed, looking like I'm contributing, and looking kind of proud of my my teammates as they do this.
All right, so Lavender, you can roll investigate a mystery while you pour over the books, and you can take a forward here, so +1 to whatever this roll is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the third guy when 2 people are moving a piece of furniture.
And the question is, what is the creature that
smells like apples?
Hansel is referencing?
Right. Okay, so you said it's a plus one.
Well,
Okay,
in addition to your other points, so I guess it's plus sharp, and then whatever you have for sharp plus an additional 1.
I got a 9.
9's a good number.
So you got 6 on the dice?
Yes.
Okay. So you know what it is. It is a... You pull out the book, and you pull out the picture book for him to read. And
Yay, picture book.
And you're like, here, take a look at this. And I'll read you its description. It's a beast as large as the carriage you're standing in front of, with the head of a lion and teeth twice as sharp. Its 6 legs and large bear-like feet protrude what could be called a tortoise shell, with scales laid over its back like Damascus steel, coming to a sharp edge over its axe-like carapace. Its long serpentine tail whips behind it, ready to snare whatever comes close. It is a Tarrasque.
This is our first adventure.
The Tarrasque that I am referring to is from French folklore, and it is not like the.
I know it's not the D&D Tarrasque.
The one that Will would be more familiar with is the Dungeons and Dragons one. So I thought this would be a fun little creature for you to hunt down. It's one of its main forms of attracting its prey is its sour apple scented breath.
Don't work on me.
Capable of
I love sour apples.
Paralyzing its prey.
This is Will's real weakness.
Yes.
Sour apple. Sour candy?
Yes.
Me
So-
too.
From the information you gathered, you know one of its abilities.
The
Okay,
sour
interesting.
apple breath.
You know what it is and one of its abilities. That's what you got for a mixed success on the investigative mystery.
And he's
If you
gonna say, "This is going to be difficult."
I think this will be
Um,
exciting.
So how do you feel about this creature now that you know what it is? Maybe you don't feel as scared.
I'm more scared.
Lavender is also more scared of.
I thought it was gonna be like, oh, there's like a single zombie or like a guy with a knife.
Or
I'm
maybe
very
they-
intrigued.
Well, of the information that you know, you assume that
Intrigue
this is the
says-
creature that is plaguing the catacombs.
Mhm.
You know, this thing's got armor, it's got teeth, it's got claws. This thing's got everything.
Yeah, and it acts like shell.
Yeah, you know that's a hefty creature. That's not the kind of thing we can just go in and punch in the face.
Yes, it is hefty. It's about as big as your carriage.
Mm.
Yeah, that's not the easiest thing to punch. We're gonna have to think this. We're gonna have to make a plan for this.
True. So
Hmm.
now that
Although,
we-
wait a minute.
Hmm.
It's as big as a carriage. How the hell did it get down there?
There must be
Hmm.
another like passageway into
The
the
mystery
catacombs.
deepens.
Maybe the catacombs lead to caves, caverns.
That's possible. Definitely possible. So we're already in the carriage where 'cause we had to go there to get this information. Do we know how to get to the cobbler's house from the castle?
There's a map, and when you get to the end of the cobblestone bridge, there's a map that says cobblers,
Nice.
bakers,
Perfect.
It's like that you
market
are here
district.
and then
Nice.
Mhm.
Perfect.
However, since it is
Alright.
Sunday, all the stores are closed.
The city of Malopia. I love it.
There's a town name. It's called Lochville.
Nice.
Ominous.
But you know, the cobblers live above their storefront, so knocking on the door is not appropriate. However, since it is Sunday, you may have an idea of where they are all congregating.
Church.
oh man, we gotta go to church.
And you say that, and the bells ring, and it's noon now. The fog has slowly
Ooh.
started to lift over the lake, and the sun is rising. The haze fades away, and you can see the
The lavender
mountain lavender chamomile haze. You can see the mountain to the northeast with the river running down into the lake, and out to the west is a like island inlet for water to reach the ocean.
Mhm.
And the castle sits upon that lake.
So
The church bell rings 12 times, and the congregation leaves, and all the people are heading back to their homes.
Whew, we missed church.
Yeah, you don't have to
Right.
go to church, but you know now the town is starting to bustle.
All right, perfect. So I guess we could just make our way to the cobbler's house so we could hopefully intercept them like on their way back.
Yeah, I guess we don't really know which one's the cobbler's wife just from the crowd. I doubt she has like a big shoe hat on or something.
Yeah.
Hello, I am the cobbler's wife.
Although, a thought, we could wait a moment, and while everyone's like kind of like shuffling back to wherever they live, we could talk to the priest.
At the church.
It's true. I
Mhm.
mean, he
true.
might be talking to some of the patrons first, but I guess we can wait when he's done.
He's done. A couple people walk away, and he has his collection tin. He's like, "Care to give tithing to the church?"
Do I have like a small
Yeah,
amount of
you
cash
have
on me?
you have pocket change. All right, you just assume you have easy money on you. Nothing too big to purchase a house, but enough to buy like a lunch or two.
I'm gonna give him some pocket change.
Okay, thank you. God bless, he says.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. I actually had some questions about this church.
He pulls out his other tithing pan because this one that he has is full. He says, "Questions, you say?" And he kind of shakes it a little bit.
Oh, we have to pay to learn about God?
It is a good. It's for a good cause.
Where's Luther? Where's Martin Luther when you need him? Anyway, I'm going to say, I'm going to give him a slightly larger sum of pocket change and say, tell me, I hear the king is getting ready to marry soon. Would this be the church where the service is occurring?
Ah, wonderful, but poor-timed festive. Well, it will be the church where the wedding is held.
No.
And maybe for a little bit more tithings, I can give you more information. Why don't you roll manipulate someone, and then we'll see if he's willing to reveal more information to you based off the amount you gave him.
I got a 7.
All right.
Can I help out?
If you succeed completely, he will do what you asked. But he will do what you asked now.
Oh,
He'll
wait.
give you like basic information. You gave him money. So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, yeah, this
Well,
is
I
the
guess if I help out, it only... Yeah, helping out won't help anyway. Never mind.
yes, this is the church where King Darrius and his new betrothed will be wed come next week.
Who is his betrothed?
Martha.
Martha?
It is a bit weird, but these things happen, and
Got a thing for M names.
the town is kind of unsure about it, but as long as it's for the good of the kingdom, I suppose.
What was the princess's name?
Did we get her name?
We did.
I'm like 90% sure it was Martha. Like, just. Is he marrying his daughter?
Ew. Ew.
This guy sucks.
It's like I said, it's a bit weird, but for the good of the kingdom, I suppose.
We
Yeah,
convince him
What
to go
about
down the
good of
catacombs.
the princess?
If she agrees with it, if she's okay with it, I guess it's up to her.
Mm.
Well, how can you
It-
say no to the
what-
king?
Would that be normal here? Like,
It's not normal anywhere.
You're out of
this is
character.
medieval Europe.
You'll have to find the correct story I'm referencing with this one.
Hmm.
It
But
does sound familiar.
I guess what I'm saying is that, like, would this be the kind of thing that an average person would be like, ew, about?
yes,
Okay.
but
This
the
story
town
is
seems to
familiar.
be like. Remember how I said that the town was close?
Oh,
I hate this place.
dear. Oh, dear. Oh,
And
dear.
you asked the question if they know each other well enough. They mourn for the queen's loss as much as they would mourn for anyone of their own family.
Oh, dear.
Well, I got the information I was looking for.
Well, that makes sense.
I wish I
makes
hadn't.
so much sense. It makes so much sense. Okay, everything is
They
coming
are
together in my head.
nasty.
Oh man,
Nasty.
Well, I guess we can find out stuff about the wedding. If anyone else wants to know anything else about the wedding, that's
I'll definitely have to have a trigger warning at the top of this episode, baby.
okay. Hell yeah.
But I can't just tell you guys right away.
Right?
No,
That's
we have
true.
to figure out what the story is. And I remember reading this story and I don't remember the name of it.
Hmm.
It's also been a
very-
It's
long
like ringing
time.
half a bell for me.
Yeah, it's like
quarter of
ding-
a bell. Yeah, like
Yeah.
a little, not like a whole full ding dong, but more of like a ding. Like, just like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
oh gosh,
Aw.
I can't think of anything else to ask the priest. So.
Mhm.
We're just in shock and awe at the nastiness.
We're shook.
Yeah, no, I'm just like
Shooketh.
royals. Ugh.
You did say that at the beginning too.
Yeah.
Royals.
It's just solidifying his royals mentality.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys going to be like,
We gotta stop a wedding. Ugh.
So this
I mean,
makes
kinda.
more sense. This makes
or are
more
you here to
sense
do a
why
job,
well,
I mean, I'll be real in
Mister
character.
Side
by the
quest.
books?
He's not gonna do that, but he kind of wants to, but he's not gonna.
more morally, you want to stop the wedding,
Mhm.
right?
But
This
His-
makes sense why
but
the
he's
guards
here for
wouldn't
a
let us
job.
in.
his
make
obligations.
Makes
They
perfect
know,
go-
sense.
You don't always like
Yeah.
what you do at work, but you do what you do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe figuring out the mystery will help us with stopping the wedding.
Yeah, he's kind of that's what he's hoping for right now.
Maybe if we unleash the monster on the town, the king
Or
might
maybe
be
she's
a little
alive.
bit of.
Maybe the queen's alive. Maybe in his cold bureaucratic heart, there's some hope that Seymour is right and she's alive.
Yeah, we gotta find the queen so that the wedding doesn't go through.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Anyway, the
Classic
cobbler
fairy
should
tale
be
stuff, I
home.
love it. Well,
This isn't Oedipus, right?
no, this would be like a reverse Oedipus. This would be
yeah.
Pissed. I can't spell it backwards in my head right now.
Sisyphed.
There, I guess it's yeah, that's better. Well then, thank you for your time, Father. I hope you have and I kind of like internally it's saying Father.
internal shudder. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah,
Hope
we
you
are
have a
all-
day.
Yeah, we are all God's children in one way. So these things, and he's kind of like murmuring to
This
himself.
guy.
I'm listening. These royals.
Let's
Anyway.
get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Basically, that's. He's like, okay, I'm done here. Anyways,
Yeah, go ahead. You got a whole town to explore. You got quite people to pester.
next thing to do is I guess go to the cobbler's wife, unless there's anything else anyone else wants to do.
Yeah, I want to go talk to her.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Maybe.
I'm gonna turn like here. You two? Why don't you approach her?
All right. I would Lavender, I think, is going to try and as we get close up to the cobbler's home, and see if there's anyone like standing outside or just going in.
Cobbless.
The cobbleress. See if we can spot her as we approach.
Yeah, you see her go into her home.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Is there an outside door that leads to the apartment that's above?
Yeah.
Or okay. All right, I guess we can go up to that and knock. So try to
Like
talk to
as
her.
soon as she closes the door behind her, she's taking her shoes off inside, and then you guys knock on the door.
Yeah.
Taking her shoes off. She's an imposter.
She says, "We'll be open on Monday. Please come back." Through the
We're
door. she
here.
says.
We're here about your husband.
Might Felipe? Okay, and she unlatches the door, opens the door, and there she is. It's just a little tiny old lady who, she's elderly, but her hands are. They look as smooth as a young woman's. As smooth.
He's a Frankenstein.
So, as a cobbler, someone with worn hands is a seasoned cobbler. A woman with not worn hands is not going to do as good a job as a cobbler would.
Right.
So she says, "You've come to ask questions about my dear husband, Felipe?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, come in. Come in for some tea, then."
Hansel likes tea.
And so she takes you in, and there's a teapot with some tea already steeping.
Mhm.
And you guys have all sat on her tiny couches. And you guys are way bigger than she is, so a whole couch is taken up by Hansel, and maybe a whole love seat by Seymour.
There's a lot of clanking as he moves around.
Yeah, and so she
Seymour's a
says,
tall man. So.
"I only had 2 cups, so you're gonna have to share." So she brings out one tiny teacup to share the tea with for all three of you.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Take a sip. Kind of take a sip and pass it.
Sip, sip, and pass.
Oh, Felipe. So what do you need to know about my husband?
Well, can you tell us about the day he disappeared?
It was a dark and cold night. And she kind of looks off into the distance, and the screen wipes. Moon is waning and looks up into the sky. Felipe went down to the river to catch some fish for our dinner, but upon God knows what, just didn't return that night.
Wait, how long did she say this was? Sorry.
So this would be. I didn't say how long ago
Oh,
yet. You're getting
okay.
ahead in the story, young man.
I'm sorry. You cut out
Yeah,
slightly.
you got
I thought you said it was a few. You cut out for a second. I thought you said. Okay, my bad.
He went out about a month ago.
He's been missing for a whole month.
A whole month.
Oh.
It's a long time.
Yes, and we're running low on funds. I can't quite cobble like he could.
I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am.
She refills the tea.
Do you remember the last thing that he told you before he left?
Be home by 8, he said.
Mm.
But once the 8th chime of the church bell rang, he did not return.
Do you know perhaps where he was going?
To the pier.
To the river, to the northeast.
Mm.
There's an inlet that the river reaches into the lake.
And why would he be going there?
He
To
was going
catch fish for dinner. Keep up.
Sorry. 1 second. Well, give me 1 second. Because I am a lot. Second.
You're lagging.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
He's lagging.
Son, you seem to be phasing in and out of existence.
He's like flickering.
Now, I'm not much of a skeptic, but this lake does have a little bit of a mystery about it.
Single eyebrow raise.
There's a creature that lives in the lake.
Okay.
2 eyebrows raise.
Like 2 additional eyebrows.
They like pop up off the side of it. You know, like he was flickering out of existence. Like there's some leftover eyebrows from some of the flickering.
But I've lived here long enough to know that it's just a story. There is no creature out there.
Well, what are the stories?
There's a creature out there that protects the lake.
From?
Creatures?
It's very cryptic.
Has anyone
Yes.
ever gone missing around the lake before?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just not my Felipe. He always comes back.
Interesting.
A month ago.
His town isn't that great. I wouldn't put him past him to slip away in the night.
No.
My God, these people are so fatalistic. My God.
I'm sure you've heard about the upcoming wedding.
I nod.
Yeah.
Yes.
Inward cringe. Yes. We have.
It'll be a beautiful day.
Okay.
Sure. Beautiful.
Well, maybe
Incest.
not for the
People who
princess.
say like that it's gonna be like a beautiful day, it's gonna be a good wedding. They kind of do it with like a knowing look, like it's gonna be it's a little bit of sarcasm
Okay.
weaved into it. Like it's gonna be a
Okay.
beautiful
I
day.
thought.
Like if someone's listening, then
I see.
It's
I
like
gotcha,
reasonable
gotcha.
doubt.
yeah.
Nice.
Okay. I go to. I just thought you were just like, this town sucks.
It's like, oh my god.
I'll let you know when someone is doing it honestly.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, well,
Mm.
thank you for that, miss.
Yes, I'll take your cup, and she takes it and goes to the sink and kitchen, lays it down, and comes back, and you guys are gone. You guys, you guys have work to do.
Yes. Do we have any more strawberry candies to leave her?
A strawberry candy is left on her table.
There you go.
There you go.
Good work, Hazel.
Lavender, chamomile,
Lavin-
haze.
What's
She
wrong
just
with you
has three
today?
names.
You just need
We
three
maybe
names.
yeah. I think we gotta like stick with one of them. I think, and then it's like when
LCH.
yeah. maybe the full name comes out when it's like a parent that's upset with their child.
Lavender, chamomile, haze.
How could you?
How could you? Oh my goodness.
All right, where do you want to go next?
Could we possibly go to the water where the disappearance happened to look for clues?
Yeah. Do you guys want to split up at all, or do you want to
I mean,
all go as a team?
Because I think splitting the party might be fine. I mean, unless you guys don't want to. I'm cool with splitting the party.
I wasn't planning on it. Just because if we're going to a lake where potentially a creature is, I don't know if I want to be alone at Creature Lake.
And you are, for the added benefit of going with backup, you are losing the daylight. So there's certain things happening at certain times of the day during certain times of the week. In Monster of the Week, if you're earlier in the mystery, it's called like dusk or dawn.
Mm-hmm.
And during dawn, quote unquote, it just means earlier in the mystery,
Mm-hmm.
there's certain events that are happening and being revealed at that time. And if you miss it, you miss it. So
is there any other opportunities we can think of in town right now in that case?
yeah, think about it real quick.
Because the only person we know is missing is the cobbler. If no one else has gone missing, the lake. And there's a hypothetical fisherman we can maybe find.
I think
we can
I
maybe
think
go
we
try
just
and mess with the prince, try and figure out try and find a way to get to the princess, maybe. But anyone have any ideas?
Well, we could try and some of the shops, maybe like a dressmaker, because they're saying like the wedding is pretty soon, but it typically takes like weeks to make a wedding dress. So if someone's making a wedding dress, they may have had to have known in advance that, that person was going to need it in order for it to be ready. So maybe one of the shops might have some details on like how quickly this is being like rushed or something like that. I don't know.
That's interesting.
yeah. So there must be dress boutique somewhere here.
There's plenty of shops, and the whole town is in on this wedding. Bringing in a new queen is a big deal. It's like having a new mother for the kingdom. Mm-hmm. So if this person is to care about the kingdom, everyone needs to be on their best behavior.
Okay. All right. I want, instead of going to the lake where there might be creepy, I want to go to a dress shop and see if I could find the dressmaker.
And I guess
Good
I could
idea.
go to the bakery to find out some more information on like the cake that might be
The wedding cake.
Yeah, the wedding cake.
Okay. I might go by myself then and do some, sniff some dirt, try and figure some stuff out.
Yeah, nose to the ground, groundwork.
Ear to the floor.
All right, team.
Throw some dynamite in the river, see if anything pops out,
All right, team. Let's
Team
break.
friendship.
All right. And I'm going to point to the
Team
church bell.
Goose.
Roughly what time is it right now?
Noon. Church got out at noon 30.
Noon 30. All right. But when that church bell, when it rings 4 more times, we should all try to meet back up near the church.
Sounds like a solid
so at
plan.
4? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Failing that, call me on my fantasy cell phone.
All right. Well, so this is
That's not a character.
We'll intercept you guys then. But for now, we'll start with Seymour going to the baker.
Okay.
I like it.
Actually, maybe we'll just start with Lavender because they suggested doing the split up. They go to the seamstress of the town. It just is like has a thimble and a needle through. They don't have shop names. It's more like shop symbols.
Mhm.
And you see a woman going to town on a dress inside.
Okay. I'm just gonna slightly approach and be like, "What a beautiful gown!" Just to
Shop's
like,
closed until Monday. Please come back.
oh, I am not here to purchase. Just marvel and ask a few questions about your amazing work.
Okay, but please be brief.
A dress like this typically would take months to make, and somehow you're constructing it in such a short period of time. How long ago did you get the request to make such a beautiful gown?
So it was about a couple days ago. From the higher ups, the king. As you may know, this is for Martha, and it is her wedding dress, her first wedding dress, mind you. So it must be perfect.
Of course, a couple of days ago. That's quite interesting and sad considering that the queen went missing only a week ago.
Yeah, these things are as they go.
Interesting. So, the king himself came to you and made this request a few days ago.
Yes, you can keep bringing that up over and over again, and I will tell you the same thing. These things are as they go. I am just a simple seamstress, and gold is gold. I'm not here to question the motives of the king.
Hmm,
As long as he keeps the town in check and money flowing, everything will be all right.
maybe. Or maybe everything won't be all right. So
You do know that this town has a bit of a mystery about it, right? With the lake and there being creatures out in the lake. The king
I've
is taking it
heard.
upon himself to guard us from that creature living out on the lake.
And how does your king go about doing such guarding?
By sending men out in the night and taking care of whatever creatures lurk in the waters. If
And
if they bring anything back, then it is shared among the town. These silks, they are from an interesting sea creature that maybe you haven't heard of.
a sea creature gave you these silks?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And you get a closer look at the dress, and it's kind of like opalescent,
Mhm.
like if string was made of pearls.
Interesting. Could
Cool.
I roll to see if I've seen this type of fabric before?
Yeah, I guess so. You get a closer look.
All right.
Maybe if you don't know right now, you know that in the Haven there's a book that you can read.
Okay. Got it. Well, I'm just gonna take a look at the dress. Take a look at the lady again.
Is this what's
Well,
important?
of course,
Do you work
everyone
for
is.
the king? Are you coming to check on my work? I told you it would be done by this weekend. I told the guards it would be done by this weekend.
The guards came and gave you the request.
Yes, they work for the king. What more do you need to know?
Well, a dress like this, it's the princess's first dress, and her mother just died. Everything has to be perfect, and I am just here to help. And she's just gonna nod and wait and see if she gives it any type of reaction.
Okay, I need you to leave. I need to focus. Do
Of
you
course,
want
of
to roll and figure out what that creature is?
yes. Oh, nuggets. I got I got a 6.
Oh, wow. First fail or second fail? For investigative mystery,
Yeah.
right? Sharp minus
Mhm.
or sharp plus 2?
Oh, sharp. My sharp makes that 7.
Oh, all right.
Mhm.
So,
Saved by the sharp.
do I know what this creature is? Is
Mhm.
what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. It's a type of clam, but rather than produce pearls out the mouth, it produces strings of pearl out its ass, like a spider would.
Nice.
And so the clams kind of meander around the seafloor like ice. What are they called? Alaskan
Ice
crabs.
pods?
They have large, spindly legs.
Hmm.
The pearl that it produces,
Horrible.
yeah, the pearl that it produces is a pearl, but if it is not captured as a pearl, it is produced as string.
Interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I am going to and do like a mini like, well, thank you for your time and good luck with this
She puts her AirPods back in.
for fantasy AirPods.
Her
And
fantasy AirPods. No.
Her fair pods.
Lavender Haze is gonna start walking back as she ponders the information that she has been given.
Okay. We'll go to Seymour now at the bakery.
So I'm going
Come
to
back on Monday. Store's closed.
Oh, I'm just here to ask some questions as a fellow baker.
You have the baker's crest, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's like tap it.
it's just a thin layer of flour that puffs off of
Yeah.
your shirt. It is
More
not
like
a
the
legitimate
baker's
crest because when Hansel was saying, "Do we have any crests of some kind?"
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been apparent that that was the crest. Only to bakers is it known that the crest that you hold is a thin layer of flour covering your clothes.
Forever.
So what? So he's looking over a design in his book about what kind of cake to make, and as it is this weekend when the cake will be needed, he takes time to come up with something good, something grand.
So a large cake for this wedding is what is needed, correct?
Are you from the castle? Did they send you here to check up on me? I told them it would be there in this weekend.
Oh yeah.
I
We are
mean,
not doing the job we were hired for.
not necessarily from the castle, but I am hired right now.
I mean, you did
For
technically
the
come from the
Ah.
castle.
I see. He takes his towel and wipes his hand, slaps it down on the table, puts his hands on his hips. You sold out, didn't you? What are you making for the king? Cookies, scones, little bits of pastries for the princess?
None of that. Actually, I'm here.
You're taking
About-
work from hard-working bakers like me.
No, I promise, no. I'm here on royal business that is not baking.
Well, if you're not here to bake, then what is it?
I
Bakers on the
So-
take.
So I was just wondering, what is the plan for the cake?
Buttercream.
Buttercream?
It's a good
Yeah.
cake.
Go start with that. Maybe like a
Like-
little king and a queen princess topper. I still have the marguerite topper. I may still use that.
Okay. It's interesting. How do you feel about this wedding?
Oh,
So
you
close
know,
to the lock
royalty.
of the
These things
queen.
are how royalty does as royalty does. Cake is a cake, and money is money.
Hmm. I guess so. Perhaps.
It all comes out the same.
The dirty cake business.
Gives you a little nudge, like, you know what I mean?
Mm. So yes, maybe the cakes, but um. When did you get the request for the cake?
Oh, a couple days ago, probably around Thursday or Friday. Hard to tell. I got the notes. I got the note in the middle of the night.
The middle of the night. Why was it so late?
Mail. I was last on the route. Who knows?
Snail mail. I guess it's like that.
What else? What else could the king need on this fine day?
Other pastries. Some more sweets.
And what are you here for then? If you're not baking,
I'm. Wonder if I'm allowed to say. You know the missing queen. There's a reason why she's gone missing. So
Ah, you're one of them orphans, ain't you?
yeah.
You're big for the orphanage. That's quite noble of you. So you aren't a sellout. You should have just led with that.
Oh, I was trying.
Try harder next time.
You're so right. I do need to try harder. I'm very new
You
to
have
this.
you have a little you have something missing about you. Something a baker needs.
Like,
He's kind of like a spark of some kind. I can't see that spark in your eyes. Tell me, son, what has happened in your past to make you lose that spark?
The heart of the cakes.
he just
Maybe I could learn something from you. Maybe I could harness that spark and put it into my masterpiece.
your masterpiece of the wedding cake?
Never mind. Leave. You don't get it.
No, I must understand.
Be gone. I have a cake to make.
But sir,
But he has newfound inspiration from this chat. So maybe that'll come into play when he has this final cake that he makes.
he sees a depressed baker and he's like, "Oh, magistry."
I'm imagining this guy. Imagine this guy with like just like the long, flowing, dramatic hair. I just like no.
Yeah, he like the pottery scene in Ghost, you know, the other baker behind the one baker doing the rolling pin.
Yeah.
I was imagining where this guy was just like some sort of anime character we've somehow encountered.
So Hansel, he went out to the northeast river, going into the inlet, and it was a little bit of a trek to get there, but from what you can tell, maybe you're a fisher yourself, going out this far is good for fish. And I mean, you haven't heard from your companions. It's about 4 hours from now when you guys reconvene, but coming to this location, it's a nice little river. You can see the horizon into the ocean in the castle on the south. You can see the castle in the south and the cobblestone bridge that leads up to it. Above it is the princess's tower where she is supposedly kept. And behind the castle is some docks that lead out into the ocean.
I wanted to. It's good thing mentioning the castle and all that, because my immediate thought was to try and look around, because it's been a month, so there's not going to be like too much signs of a struggle at this point. You know, there's out in nature, there's rain, there's all that sort of stuff. Look, that's not really going to be helpful. But I did want to look toward the castle. I want to see if there was like any sort of like I could see like sort of ocean caves or any sort of like potential entrances to the catacombs from the area near the river. You know, try and figure out like is this truly connected? You know.
Okay, so
And I'm also unrelated to what I'm doing right now, but I had a thought while you guys were talking. We may be looking at this the wrong way.
maybe it is a beautiful wedding.
Because the king...
Who knows?
No. It's
absolutely.
gross. But if the king murdered his wife, why did he hire us?
To save face?
Maybe he thought we were like super dumb and that we would just mess it up anyway, just to look like he cared.
Or to get us to clean up his mess and kill the monster and then go home. Because, you know, you put a monster in your basement. You don't want to keep a monster in your basement. There's upkeep. Thoughts I'm having about
affecting
this.
the town
Green
now.
apple can only get you so far.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So
Anyway,
roll
so yeah,
investigate a mystery. You wanted to ask about catacombs.
Mhm.
Or
I
being
got
able to see openings.
11.
So yes, there is a opening. You can't quite see based on how you're investigating. You are far away from the castle, but you can see the docks behind it. There's two docks that ships can make port at that would enter from the ocean. And next to those docks is what looks like a like a pride rock, kind of like a rock sitting,
Ooh.
jutting straight out, a peak, if you will. And then underneath of that, it looks like there's an entrance of some kind.
All right. And I'm definitely not going there alone.
You're just
but
like looking from across the water, kind of.
yeah.
Sun is in your
I write
eyes.
that down. I write that down on my clipboard.
And,
what else would I want to do on out here? Because that answers that question. So the creature could have killed the cobbler and also the queen. That's definitely possible. Ooh. No, actually, never mind. It's a bad idea. Well, out here by the lake, you said they were fishing. Are there any docks like into the lake that like people might go for fishing, or like
not over here, not by the river. There are no docks. More in town, there are docks.
Okay. Would I see any sort of like signs that maybe there's been any sort of struggle lately? Any sort of like I like almost like how you're looking for bear activity in an area. You know how you
Okay.
look for like debarked trees or torn up shrubbery or stuff like
Right.
that.
Yes, look with your special eyes, Hansel, and investigate a mystery.
We're doing a lot of that today.
This
I got
is
a
a
5.
location. Oh, well, this is a location where investigating is appropriate. Going to those shops, investigating is not as appropriate, but you can gain information about other things that might be important later.
Okay.
This is a prime location.
Ooh, okay.
So you failed. So a 5 is you reveal something to the monster.
Oh.
You step into the water to try and look for tracks.
Yeah. I'm going around looking, doing like, maybe that over there, and I don't even look where I'm going. I'm just kind of like stepping as I'm trying to get an angle, and
You
walk in the
trudge through the river, and it's kind of taking a lot of water. So the pressure from the river is pushing you out into the ocean, and slowly you start making your way from the force of the river into the ocean. And before you know it, you're up to your chest in water. But you're still standing. You can still stand. However, you are a little ways out now. Maybe you're still looking under the water to try and find clues of some kind.
Okay, I'm gonna realize the danger inherent in this situation. And I'm gonna, and then not even monster related, just like, okay, I'm in a suit of armor up to my chest in water.
I probably shouldn't be here.
I'm gonna start making my way back to shore.
You are making your way back to shore, but that scent of green apple starts to fill the air.
Oh shit!
And your vision starts to kind of like go, let's say, what's it called? Like not sepia, but like monochrome.
Oh no,
that's probably bad.
Yeah.
Well, Hansel's gonna die.
Oh no.
It's
nice
I guess
guys.
in video games when you're bleeding out.
Yeah, I know
it's like your vision starts to fade and everything gets cold. It's starting all the color is starting to drain from your vision.
Okay, so I'm gonna think fast. I have an idea.
Oh no.
I'm going to take out my weapon.
In the water.
Yes.
You have your weapon out in the water.
I have my essential. I'm describing this thing. What Hansel carries is essentially a fantasy grenade launcher. This is a small handheld cannon that fires shells made up of several mirrors, black cat's hair, and several other highly unlucky objects. And just essentially, it creates this nexus of just pure horribleness wherever it strikes, causing a localized explosion of some sort. I'm going to take
explosion of unluck.
Yes, I'm going to take that, and I'm going to try and fire it 10 feet away from me to try and create some sort of distraction. Just put a boost in the water.
Yeah, just okay. Act under pressure then.
Okay. Act under pressure. That's plus.
Cool.
What? Plus cool. Okay.
Which is what you are good at. So
it's a 9. Thank God I have that +3.
So it was 6 plus 3? All right, 9.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it launches a unlucky grenade over into the water about 20 feet next to you. But the water that is being disturbed by the oncoming creature, it glides through the water like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah, I'm
like
high
a-
knees. I'm getting out of this water.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like
running.
in slow-mo, though.
Having that distraction was enough to get the creature that was coming straight for you to make a 90-degree turn and go towards wherever that explosion was. Like a hot knife through butter. I'll say it again in case I didn't catch it. The
butter.
Tarrasque is gliding through the water with its razor sharp axe head like shell, and goes over to the explosion and kind of breaches the water like a huge whale and splashes on the beach.
Do I get a good look at it as it does this?
You do. You get a full look of it now, but you are on the northeast side of the map where the kingdom is, and this thing has appeared. Normally, you're unable to take on these creatures without knowing their weakness in Monster of the Week. So without proper knowledge, you are ill fit to fight this thing.
Yeah.
But you can
this
try.
seems like- I don't want to. I want to try and Do as I'm taking a look at it as a distract for a moment. Could I like analyze, see if there's any sort of like cracks in its shell or anything like that?
You failed, right, on act under pressure or investigate.
Yeah, investigate mystery earlier. Yeah, I failed that. I was looking for like signs of monster activity. That was a fail.
Failed to investigate the river. I just gotta keep track of those things. So what were you asking?
Good. Do I see any sort of like cracks in its shell, maybe, or like old wounds, or?
That'll be another investigate.
Okay, investigating, and my dice rolled off the table, so I'm rolling again. That time it stayed on the table. I get 11.
So based on how you're investigating,
I can get a bowl to like next time to roll these dice in.
You don't see any. Actually, this is important to note that there are absolutely no blemishes on its shell whatsoever. So
Fudge.
The attack that the king had sent to avenge Marguerite, it completely failed. There are absolutely no cracks on this shell.
Damn, I was hoping like one of them maybe got like a good shot in that maybe we could use as a weakness.
Aside from like the beautiful latticing of its shell that lead up to the point of its axe.
This is a dangerous situation.
Pictures of the Tarrasque in this story are very ugly, but I'm trying to make it beautiful in a way.
And it's nature. That's just what nature's like, you know. It's horrible. It's beautiful at the same time, you know. In my head, I'm just gonna go, rule number 3, never fight alone.
So you're gonna dip?
I'm dipping.
Right.
I look for the weakness, and this thing's not gonna be distracted for long. I'm not dumb. I'm getting out of here.
So you can act under pressure to escape.
I don't see any like.
The safest way would be going further north and around. You might not make it back to.
I got a 3.
Plus 3, right?
Oh
yeah. Okay, 3 plus 3, so that's 6.
Oh, so it's still a fail.
Fudge.
Oh god.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So you
I told you, once I have to do something
FP.
really important, it's gonna go bad. That's what I said was gonna happen.
You did. It's so
It's the paperwork portions that you were doing really well on.
Yes.
It's what he was born to do.
Very in character.
You're not meant to be in the field.
It catches you and it does perceive you as a threat.
Oh fuck.
So now it will engage with you. It's kind of like doing this little sidesteppy thing with its 6 legs, like a crab would, going skittering back and forth along the edge of the river to try and keep you from going back.
no.
To us, to a
Fun.
And it, as it's doing this, it kind of is producing this gaseous green apple scented
No.
Glade plugin,
No.
and your vision is continuously going dark.
I'm going to. Okay, so how exactly does using magic work? Because I have an idea.
You tell me how you want to use magic, and then we can story it. If you
Yeah.
want to
Okay.
say that you have a magical item on you that you want to try to do, or
Yeah, because I want to try to take out one of our use the weird tech gadgets feature essentially, and I want to try to like pull out some sort of like weird jury rigged magical contraption, and I want to try to blind this thing. Maybe with some sort of cloud, maybe with some sort of like turning myself invisible. I want to try to like distract it or block its vision in some way.
Hmm.
In this case, I'll say I'm going to pull out like what appears to be almost like a torch, but it very clearly has like what appears to be like butterfly wings, like tied all around the edges of it. And I'm going to attempt to ignite this and throw it at the creature to create some sort of fairy dust cloud to blind it.
so maybe one of your grenades from your grenade launcher has a little bit of alternate effects if you don't use it with the gun, rather more of like a localized
Okay, that could work.
explosion, like a grenade. But I'd say if you fail this, you will be in deep trouble.
I'm sure I will.
So we'll say
So-
it's to use magic. You're going to use one of your grenades from your weird gadgets that the orphanage offers, and you can roll 2d6 plus weird to
Which is
try
2.
and what?
Yeah.
So that's 2. That's not terrible.
Yeah, so look
Inflict
at-
harm. Do one thing
try-
that is beyond human limitation. We'll say that.
Yes, I'm not trying to I'm not really trying to hurt it. I'm just trying to like
Distract
blind it. Yeah.
Get out of there.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, what did you get?
Oh
Two
god.
ones.
Two ones.
Snake
Mine-
eyes.
And Hansel is not weird at all.
Oh,
So
Uh,
you can use a luck point to automatically roll a 12, or you can see what happens.
what select point does? Sorry.
A luck point automatically turns your roll into a 12, as if you had rolled a 12.
I mean,
But if you use
on
up
one
all
hand,
of
I
your
really
luck
want to see what
points-
happens. On the other hand, he might die.
That might be a good cliffhanger.
You know what? Let's let this backfire. You know what? Let's snake eyes. Let's do this.
Okay, I should just say no one should be able to use luck points in this game because it is way more interesting to let you guys fail.
Oh,
Yeah, you know,
no.
it is interesting. Exactly. I kind of want to.
Failed to use magic.
Mm.
It's backfiring. Let's go.
Oh no.
Oof.
You might level up by the end of this. So you chuck like a glass orb of foggy liquid, and it hits the Tarrasque's snoot. And instead of it sees it coming a mile away,
Oh.
a layer of eyelid goes over its eyes, like a frog would. You know, that
Mhm.
inner layer
yeah.
that they have, or cat. They kind of all do the same thing.
Cats do that?
They have that inner eyelid.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I did not know that. Huh.
Since-
I learned something
since this-
today.
Since this thing has the face of a cat,
I did not know that.
it has that eyelid that covers it.
You're
And
learning
when
more
it
about
does,
animals.
it coats the head of the thing in that foggy liquid, and it begins to kind of like breathe another gas out of its mouth this time. Instead of it producing that cloud of localized gas around it, it focuses it directly. And instead of
Oh.
producing a green apple smelling liquid, it shoots almost like a laser,
Oh no.
like in Shin Godzilla when he's firing up his laser. It begins as a breath of gas and then starts to focus and becomes a breath of fire and then focuses even further to become like a proton beam.
Oh no, it is Godzilla. But I think we said that off camera, but oh no.
And it sweeps the northeast side of the forest and cleaves all of the trees in half.
There's a wet spot. There's a warm spot in the river.
From the opposite side in the town, there's like a mushroom cloud of fire that appears. And the clock strikes 3.
Oh, I only have an hour left.
You're at the bakery, you're like cakes. So like household's having a fucking time.
The Tarask is no longer going to hold back. It begins approaching, and your vision is starting to fade.
Okay. At this point, the things are getting desperate. Let's think. What else can I do? How sharp does this thing's claws look?
Um,
Pretty freaking sharp.
bear-like feet, so probably pretty sharp. Sharper than your big knife that you have on you. The Tarask has completely surrounded you. The trees have fallen in such a way that you've been cornered.
Okay.
Oh dear.
You know what? I'm go and balls the wall with this. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to I've got powerful armor. I'm kind of tanky. I'm going to attempt to literally just run past this thing. I am going to attempt to just if I might take a hit, but I'm gonna try and essentially just power through, just literally cover my head and go over it if I have to. I'm
Make a swift escape.
yeah, exactly.
How about you do one thing before that?
Which is
Read a bad situation.
And you have tactical genius, so you get to roll cool instead of sharp for that.
nice. I forgot I could do that. Okay, I'm rolling. Okay, he's using his brain, so he's rolling good. I got a 13.
All right, so now you can ask me a question on the read a bad situation page.
What's my best way out?
You did roll a 13, so
Mhm.
you get to ask me 3 questions.
Okay. So yeah, what's my best way out?
The best way out when fighting the Tarask, in this situation, the best way out is to run past it. It has a hard time turning around. It doesn't have a hard time moving side to side.
Okay.
So
in that case, I want to
sliding
like a
underneath
crescent.
of it, kind
Well, I
of.
was saying
would work.
like if you moved like a crescent, then it would have to turn.
Yes. However, it does have that tail that
What's it gonna hurt?
that can.
What's the most threatening? What's the biggest threat?
Well, obviously, it's the Tarask right in front of you. But
I meant
of
like what part of the
his
Trask?
of his abilities, the paralyzing breath that you are currently under the effect of is the biggest threat to you.
Okay.
So if you stay any longer in its cloud, you'll fall victim to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so got that. What's the most vulnerable to me?
So what is the most vulnerable to you means what can you do to affect the situation.
Yeah.
Really, you shouldn't be here. There isn't any way for you to get a one-up on this creature at this moment, unless by some sheer dumb luck.
Fair enough. In that case, I also think my best thing is to do the whole make a crescent around it and try to take the hit. I'm gonna try and make. I'm assuming I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna try to make it a glancing hit, if that makes sense.
Yeah, glancing blow.
Make. I'm gonna the staying here isn't an option. Fighting it's not an option. Only option left is to run. Just try to minimize the damage that I'm definitely gonna take.
Right. So you can act under pressure to escape, and you will get a +1. No. Ongoing.
Ongoing?
Yeah. So if you use the information that I gave you here to do anything, you'll get a +1. So if you want to escape the Tarask using the tactic that you came up in your head,
Mhm.
you'll get a +1 to that
Okay.
action. If you want to, I don't know, how would being most vulnerable to you give you an ongoing in some way when you know that the situation is dire and you're basically dead if you don't act soon?
Just adrenaline nulling the pain of whatever like tail slap I'm about to get in my back.
Okay, maybe like kick some ass. If you get in that moment again where you have the one up on him, you'll get an ongoing, or you'll get a +1 to it if it
Okay.
ever becomes vulnerable to you. So you can act under pressure, and then explain to me how you're gonna get out of it.
So like I'm literally gonna like try to like I'm going to run at it and then start moving like to its left side, try to circle around it in a way that's going to make it so it's going to have to like turn to watch me as I go.
Mm-hmm.
And I got all right, I got a 9.
So that's plus cool, so 6 plus 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get the 1 too from the ongoing.
10.
So yeah, you're gonna be able to do this.
Yes.
Thankfully.
Life.
B.
Yay!
Confetti.
See more lives another day.
Yeah, you've survived an encounter with the
Hansel.
Tarask.
Or Hansel. Sorry, I was reading your name on the little thing there.
Seymour's just eating a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Seymour does survive another day.
I thought I thought I was about to get what the hell's the guy's name? What's the guy's name from Jaws? The shark hunter who like immediately dies.
Oh, remember, but
You know who
it's
I'm
been
talking
so long
about.
since it's been so long since I've seen those movies.
Me too.
Tarask makes a lunge for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Trask.
It tries to do like a chomp with its razor sharp teeth,
Mhm.
and
Dodge.
it
Bump and weave.
chomps to the left. You dive to the right, or
Mhm.
no, it chomps to the right. You dive to the left.
Mhm.
And the snake tail tries to cut you off, but it comes down too low, and you jump over it, and your clinking metal armor goes through the river. It turns around to it's trying to turn around
Mhm.
to cut you off, but it's too late. You're off into the distance now. All that's left is like a cloud of Hansel-shaped air.
I'm going to run to the church, and I'm just going to like. Is there a bench outside the church or anything like that?
Sure.
I'm just going to collapse on the bench.
Yeah, you're just.
I know it's not time.
But it's like one of those. It's one of those brutalist benches where like homeless people can't sleep on.
Oh, this town does suck.
I was about to say, like, is it like anti-homeless?
Does my armor beat anti-homeless architecture?
It's going to be actually dented by the anti-homeless architecture.
No, my beautiful armor.
His armor looks like a smudged windshield, and
Oh no.
Seymour and Lavender are walking up with like two tasty cakes munching,
Mm.
and as the church bell dings 4, they see Hansel laid out on the bench.
Ooh, looks like you need the tasty cake I brought you.
Do you hand him one?
Yeah.
It's just late.
He's gonna take it. He's gonna take it and kind of slowly, like, kind of clonk it against his visor, then open it and then take a bite.
So maybe we start with you. You look like you went through it. I don't know.
Like, well, I found the beast.
Oh.
It's alive. It's large.
And it's ready.
And
You
it's
see
angry.
that? And I'm gonna point to like the I assume smoke that's like coming up from the forest over there.
Yeah, they
There's
can
just
see.
a giant circle of missing trees.
They can see like a bunch of fire going off over in the distance.
It can
How
do
did we
that.
miss that?
I think it's the cake. It's actually really good. It's so good. It's like almost distracting.
Yeah, it like brought a tear to my eyes.
Oh,
It can
goodness.
do that,
Well, that's not great.
and it's And whatever happened to the guards, they did not put up much of a fight. The beast appeared to be completely unscarred.
I don't.
I also
think
may
we
need to
took-
put in a note to R&D about our blinding charges. It seemed to be quite ineffective.
I think we're gonna have to update your book, Lavender. I don't think it said anything about that. As I point to the missing
Ooh, that picked up on the
cat at
mic.
the end.
My neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
My books didn't quite cover something so brutal as and destructive and terrifying, and I don't want to die. Did I mention I don't want to die? I don't want to die.
I think
It
we're a
does
little
have
bit too young
trouble
for that.
rotating. He's kind of breathing heavy as he's saying this. If it does engage you again, try and make it turn.
Okay. Well, maybe this is something we should just stick together for next time we go to that
That's-
area.
And then, like, hey, I'm gonna pull up my book. That's rule 3.
Stick together.
Never fight alone.
Splitting the party's fine, but not fighting alone.
He nods.
Yeah, and that's only when fighting monsters. No, hunting monsters.
Yes, exactly.
You can fight other fights alone.
Mhm.
These are rules for monster hunting, not life.
Yes.
You have to take up your own fights by yourself.
It's honorable.
Right. So we'll go into end of session wrap up now.